In the first half, gets the second period underway, and certainly a scoreline that Villa will feel is scant reward for their efforts and opportunities in the first 45 minutes, but reflecting that it could and should have been different from a Tottenham point of view had Son taken the glorious chance he was afforded. Morgan Rogers, the shining star for Villa in the first half, gets the second period underway, and certainly a scoreline that Villa will feel is scant reward for their efforts and opportunities in the first 45 minutes, but reflecting that it could and should have been different from a Tottenham point of view had Son taken the glorious chance he was afforded. So that gives hope to the travelling band, the noisy group of Spurs supporters in the bottom right corner as we look at Villa Park, who've had plenty to say about various subjects, capable of providing a lift for their team, who've improved as the game has gone on. Certainly the latter part of that first half will give them a little bit of confidence. Bailey on the deck.
Top of the boot, it's looking too serious there for Leon Bailey, but for Aston Villa they'll be looking to repeat their first half dominance.
Rogers know he was there with the kind way of putting it.
Berg Valley is really aggressive midfielder, just on the steps to mark. He was not playing the ball, he's playing the man. Unfortunately, he escapes without a yellow card there. Midfielder.
A kind way of putting it.
Berg Valley is really aggressive midfielder, just on the steps to mark. He was not playing the ball, he's playing the man. Unfortunately, he escapes without a yellow card there.
Which I would imagine is the thought at the forefront of Morgan Rogers' mind.
He's had a couple of those types of challenges, and so that's what the Villa player is saying to the referee. I'm sure the referee will say to Bergvall, look, I've warned you now, again, you can't continue to make challenges like that. It's the totting up system, you will eventually get yellow carded, but that's the way he likes to play. That's his style in midfield, really combative, aggressive, but got to do it sensibly.
Ramsey. Kulusevski now directly up against Luca Digne in these situations. And his rapid flying forward may be more easily curtailed. Izzy Bissouma. Ramsey. Kulusevski now directly up against Luca Digne in these situations. And his rapid flying forward may be more easily curtailed. In these situations, and his rapid flying forward may be more easily curtailed. Izzy Bissouma. Kulusevski having a particularly good day at Villa Park 3 years ago when he was first breaking onto the Tottenham scene. Bentancur. Kulusevski's ball, and Son has a chance. But sticking to the task defensively was Lamar Bogard.
Talked about it a lot, that ball in behind the high Villa defensive line. Son gets in, he gets round on the cover so quickly, so effectively. Bogard gets in behind Kamara to get a timely block in, but that ball from Kulusevski to Son, outstanding.
Helped on rather than helped away, although McGinn finally does the job. This is Spence. Tell drifted beyond Bergvall this time, and Digne doing the very sensible thing, but a wave of Tottenham pressure here.
Strong starts the half, bags of possession, good field position, but they're creating opportunities there. They're stretching Villa much more now.
Kulusevski's corner. It's very unfortunate for Luca Digne, who certainly received a blow to the face. Surely the game had to be stopped earlier than it was there. It was instantly obvious that Digne got one right in the face.
I'm not sure it's actually one of his teammates that heads the ball at him.
Absolutely.
And he just can't react, he can't get out of the way. Immediately went down, didn't move. It's horrible.
Villa are in the defensive department.
You can see that he just doesn't see that ball coming. It's timid just to head the ball clear.
A situation that's going to end Digne's participation, because I know they do have Ian Matson. Another reminder of how stretched Villa are in the defensive department.
See that he just doesn't see that ball coming. It's timid just to head the ball clear, right into his face, but thankfully he's been able to recover. Assessed him very quickly, the medical staff. Let's hope he's okay to carry on. For the time being, John McGinn might just step in and play left back just until he's ready to return.
Very happily, as though that is not a distant prospect. Serve his time on the sidelines. Certainly risking the ball there, Camera. Is not a distant prospect. Serve his time on the sidelines. Certainly risking the ball there, Camera. Intelligent decision-making there. Well, it's unquestionably Tottenham's best spell of the game. The question is, spell of the game, the question is, can they capitalise? Pedro Porro with the kick. Bergvall hoped to get there at the front post. It might yet fall his way. You could have heard a pin drop for a nanosecond there, but the ball dropped kindly for Villa.
Kindly for Bergvall, and just the angle is against him. Normally you go for the shot, but he's trying to pull that ball back, but there's no white shirt in there. It's all Villa defenders. That's why they give
Val hope to get there at the front post. It might yet fall his way. Could have heard a pin drop for a nanosecond there, but the ball dropped kindly for Villa.
Kindly for Bergvall, and just the angle is against him. Normally you go for the shot, but he's trying to pull that ball back, but there's no white shirt in there. It's all Villa defenders. That's why they get it away.
And now McGinn on the counter charge. Bailey, Spence, with an immaculate, which I'm sure the great majority felt they didn't on Thursday. This is Bailey.
Get it away.
And now McGinn on the counter charge. Bailey, Spence, with an immaculate challenge, and well, it is a cup tie and it feels like one. Well, one thing we can say, it would appear with absolute certainty now, is whatever the outcome, at the very least Tottenham are going to go down fighting tonight, which I'm sure the great majority felt they didn't on Thursday. This is Bailey. Well, Rodgers in there, and Danso too.
It's a problem for defensive when Rodgers makes that late run into the box, just couldn't get a clean contact on it.
Basuma. Fluorescent footwear motoring forward. Kulusevski! Well, that's very much in the category of routine for Emi Martinez.
Yeah, the game just starting to open up plenty of space. That's what Kulusevski wants. There's no real pace on the strike. It really indicates where he's going to strike it when he drops the shoulder, a bit like Leon Bailey. Martinez has read it. There's not enough pace on it to get it past the big goalkeeper.
That's a foul by Benson Kerr.
Referee Anthony Taylor has been fairly lenient. Benson Kerr, he'll say he got a touch on the ball. He didn't really, went through the man to get to the ball. Just an indication again how high up the pitch Benson Kerr is, how high up the pitch Tottenham are. You know, they're squeezing Villa, making it a real contest now.
To give away gifts, and they have. It's McGinn to Kulusevski there, and battered away by Boubacar Kamara.
Tottenham are on top, so for Villa, don't encourage them anymore. Such a poor pass across his defence there from John McGinn, a real surprise.
Here's Gray. Out to Bailey there, McGinn. Great run from Ramsey here, and it will fall his way! And Kinski is the barrier this time.
It's a sensational piece of work from John McGinn. I think actually the forward pass gets touched by Pedro Porro, takes some of the pace off it. I think that in many ways makes it slightly easier for Jacob Ramsey to get his strike in. So what he's trying to do, just pass the ball past the goalkeeper. Keeper positioning is good. He makes himself really big as well. It's not a classic save, comes off his shoulder. His positioning, all important there. He's kept up.
It's essential reading for all commentators. There's Son up against Kamara. Benson Kerr. Neat work by Pedro Porro, trying to get it into Son. Battle here between Rodgers and Benson Kerr, and the referee's patience has been tested to the limit now, and Bentancur will be put.
It has to be a yellow card once he's wrong side of his man. You know what he's going to do. He's going to grab a hold of him. He can't let the player break away from him. Last player you want breaking at you in a central area is Rodgers, so he just grabs hold of him, pulls him back, and he's rightly booked.
It's the first of the game, with nigh on an hour gone. It's easy to forget amidst all the hullabaloo that you only have to go back to last weekend for Tottenham's last win.
It was a bit more of a conservative display against Brentford, wasn't it? Again, they weren't glamorous in the way they went forward, but they won the game. That's what it's all about. But you can see here, Postecoglou with his change at half-time, with the way his team have a lot more energy, urgency in the second half. They're making a real game of it.
Twice UEFA Cup winners. Ramsey. Shake off Bergvall, and the dam has been broken. It's another yellow card for Lucas Bergvall this time.
Once again, it's that ball into that pocket of space, whether it be Tielemans or Rodgers or Ramsey. It's caused Tottenham so many problems. So Bergvall is wrong side of his man, does collide with him. He's had 2 or 3 other challenges. I saw the referee Anthony Taylor's had a word with him. It's no surprise eventually now he's been booked.
Midlands wind buffeting and billowing the shirts. Tielemans presiding. Ireland looking to steal him down the... Midlands wind buffeting and billowing the shirts. Challenge born a little frustration perhaps that the set piece didn't work out as he hoped.
That's what they're trying to do, play that ball out wide, just move Tottenham around defensively, but the ball in from Bale, there's far too much flight on it, too much height on it. It's a comfortable catch for the keeper.
Changes of time at Real Madrid, but he seemed to slip through the cracks between...
That's what they're trying to do, play that ball out wide, just move Tottenham around defensively, but the ball in from Bale, there's far too much flight on it, too much height on it. It's a comfortable catch for the keeper. Changes a foot though.
Aren't they enviable options on the Villa subs bench? On the left there, Marco Asensio, a player that Carlo Ancelotti has always had a huge regard for from his time at Real Madrid, but he seemed to slip through the cracks between generations, if you like. The Ronaldo and Bale era passing by. He wasn't able to assert himself in quite the manner everybody expected, but his arrival, I suggest, will be dwarfed in terms of fanfare by that afforded to Marcus Rashford. Here's Marlon, holding off Bissouma. It's Bailey. Marlon, right across. Oh, and he will be forced in. Ronaldo and Bale era passing by. He wasn't able to assert himself in quite the manner everybody expected, but his arrival, I suggest, will be dwarfed in terms of fanfare by that afforded to Marcus Rashford. Here's Marlon, holding off Bissouma.
More. It's a hammer blow for Tottenham. They pushed and pushed in this second half, made a real contest of it, but Villa have just had those individuals who can change games and change this game. Again, Tottenham playing out from the back, they give the ball away cheaply. Tell it's a really poor ball in field, give it away, and then they're just so incisive. Marlon does well to protect the ball and then do the right thing, don't shoot, lay the ball off. They kind of slow Villa down. Marlon's movement off the ball is excellent to get into a wide area. Porro, I think he's worried about scoring an own goal, just keeps it alive. Marlon's movement is excellent, really unselfish work from him, and Rodgers just following the play up, following the ball in, not standing and watching. Follow that ball in. Are you going to get a break of the ball? Yes, you are. Get there first, and that could be game over. Brilliant from Marlon, though.
Well, he's placed in such a difficult position there, Pedro Porro. He almost can't win. But it looks as though Villa have done.
His positioning is right, he's round on the cover, he's there to greet the ball, but it's can you clear it without putting it in the back of your net, and it just gets caught underneath his feet.
Who has set the tone from the very outset for Villa today. Could be the man who's made the ultimate difference. How much of a difference Villa today? Could be the man who's made the ultimate difference. How much of a difference? Could be the man who's made the ultimate difference. How much of a difference Villa today? The man who's made the ultimate difference. How much of a difference are there between him and his best levels, which we know are formidable? It'll be interesting to see how he's used as time goes on by Unai Emery, who fancies him in a variety of positions, whether it's off the front, leading from the front, or out wide. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce myself, Marco Asensio there. That's quite a way to curry favour.
For the two substitutes for Unai Emery, he's going to bring them on at 1-0, but bring them on at 2-0 now. There's a bit more comfort there. Those two players can relax, because it looks like the job is done.
Dejan Kulusevski in deep conversation. Not a lot of comfort for him. And it's one of those cruel ironies, isn't it? Because Tottenham have come out greatly improved, looking threatening, but potentially out of the game, and certainly no comfort for Kevin Danso in his first duel with Marcus Rashford.
It's just that elbow of Rashford that catches him, but Rashford, you can see he's not swinging the arm, he's not looking at the defender, looking to hurt him, he's just jumping. The arms are in a natural position to protect yourself, and it's just an accidental collision, but a really painful one. A bloody one for Danso. Straighten up Postecoglou. They start the game slowly, keep him an error, you're 1-0 down, start the second half well, you're on top. You give that second goal away, or Villa create that second goal, and it's a long, long way back for them. You see that left arm is actually on the way down, so it's not as if he's up there swinging, looking to make contact with the defender's head.
Well, it's relieved what was clearly growing tension amongst the Aston Villa support. And the repair work on Kevin Danso being concluded. Temporarily stepping into that back line.
But for Aston Villa now, there's a level of comfort. 1-0. Making all the running, you're chasing that second goal just to calm everything down. Now they've got it, they can relax.
Touch into Asensio. Might fall the way of Yuri Tielemans. And the block swift. And the Holt end hoping to suck in one or two more before the end. That might be a bit greedy.
If the ball is on the floor, Tielemans can strike that first time because it's a bouncing ball. He's got to control it. And taking that touch means he can be closed down.
Digne. Oh, he's just waltzed through there. And Jed Spence taking evasive action. That's the definition of last-ditch defending, and it has run off a disbelieving Pedro Porro for a Villa corner.
Well, Tottenham have to dig deep here. They've gone 2-0 down. They're getting overrun. Well, a third Villa goal and it is all over.
Hanging by a thread. Got to stay resolute. Rashford. Fooled everybody, but is there going to be an end? Asensio. Oh, wonderful cameo from Asensio. Brilliant stuff with Rodgers. Oh, it deserved better. It really did. Absolutely magical stuff. Terrific opportunity before half-time. Tielemans. Asensio. Oh, wonderful cameo from Asensio. Brilliant stuff with Rodgers. Oh, it deserved better. It really did. Absolutely magical stuff. Villa playing with a collective smile on their face.
Two players there as if they've been playing together for seasons
rather than a few minutes.
Just only just got to know each other. They've got the training sessions, but just brilliant touch, awareness from Asensio. Playing to each other's strengths, getting the ball out of the feet and then doing the right thing, giving the ball back to each other, just going for that left-hand post. Wrong choice. What's the keeper's right hand? That would have been one of the goals of the FA Cup.
Well, he's really beginning to fulfill everything everybody believed was possible, Morgan Rodgers. Started in the West Bromwich Albion Academy, not too far from here. They've lost some really top talent in their time, snapped up by Manchester City. He's made his way back to the West Midlands and he's really shining. Garcia. Tielemans. Well, Tottenham really doing well to stay in this at the moment. And just hope that momentarily the tide can turn. Asensio.
No disrespect to the two Villa players that went off, but Asensio coming on, Rashford coming on, it's given the rest of the Villa players a real lift. There was such confidence. Now, yes, the second goal has helped that, but just knocking the ball around so easily.
The Tottenham change in the engine room, Sarr for Bentancur, who's on that yellow card. Rashford. On he goes, perhaps an optimistic shout.
Looked to me as if he was fouled. Actually goes in between two Tottenham players. Looks as if he had his legs taken away from him. It's a driving run from Marcus Rashford. As he steps in field, I'm sure he's fouled. He is. Pedro Porro comes across and catches him.
Yeah, just outside, wasn't it? Certainly should have been a Villa free kick. A little bit of zip about him, perhaps inspired by the audacity on show from Asensio. Now dropping to the base of that Tottenham midfield with Bentancur's withdrawal. Garcia. The substitutions have driven everybody in a claret shirt up a notch. Lovely touch by Rashford. And now Ramsey has an opportunity again. They cut a swathe through Tottenham, but Kinski denies them. And they're just clinging on with an outside chance thanks to their goalkeeper.
That would have been a sensational team goal from back to front. The goalkeeper doing his job again. Seeing that early mistake he's made, he's pretty much kept Tottenham in the tie.
Well, I think, are you watching Manchester might be a refrain that comes to mind as we look at McGinn's challenge on Bergvall. Suddenly, Marcus Rashford in inspired mood.
A touch from Rashford to get Villa moving forward, to get Rodgers moving forward, to get Ramsey in that goal-scoring position. He's been in this position how many times in the game? Bit of luck with the opening goal, but the goalkeeper again has made himself really big. He's not committed himself too early, made it hard for the ball to be squeezed past him.
Didn't see the little flick from Rashford that truly started that all off. A little bit of sparkle that we have not seen for some considerable time.
There's been strikers that have taken 2-3 touches, slowed the game down, but that touch, little flick round the corner, just takes out so many Tottenham defenders, gets Villa moving forward.
But Tell and Kulusevski moving forward with menace here for Spurs. And Digne forced into some urgent defending as Son made strides in the middle. Well, for all the olays and the flicks and the tricks, Tottenham possibly have a road back here. And they fall kindly for Bissouma. Bissouma will hit it. The deflection will carry it favourably here. Pedro Porro! Oh, and Ganso could not take advantage of the chance. And maybe that is the moment that confirms Tottenham's challenge is over.
Digne makes a complete hash of the clearance. That's why Porro gets in. Misjudges the flight of the ball, but it's a difficult chance in many ways for Danzo because he sees it late. There's so many bodies between him and the ball. Goes flashing across, bouncing ball. Yes, it's a great chance, but it is a difficult one when it arrives so quickly. It skids off the surface. Hit the target, you score.
Well, we'll see if that is the moment Tottenham will be looking back upon. They've had a couple in this game and started the second half really, really well. But the dreams are disappearing. Digne. A great surprise that they're looking for that kind of pass, having had so much joy with it.
Shifting the position there, Rashford just drifted from a central position out left. Ramsey came in field looking to get that pass off Digne, who I think overhit it. Getting in those pockets of space, they have really profited.
It's the type of interchange and fluidity that's become a Villa hallmark. Ramsey able to retrieve possession there for the Villa. Ramsey didn't take too kindly to that from Pedro Porro.
Well, it has to be a booking, and rightly so. It's a tackle of frustration for Pedro Porro. He's never going to get to the ball, he just takes the man out. Hard to deal with Ramsey throughout the game. Ramsey lays the ball on, and Porro just absolutely clatters him.
The ball was a bit of a side issue there, wasn't it? All friendly again. Ferdinand departs. And a more than able deputy, Champions League finalist last season, Ian Matson. Asensio poised. Met by the player who'd given the free kick away, Pedro Porro. Well, fevered pressure from a team still full of a desire that is yet to be quenched. Rodgers to Rashford. Bergvall in the way of that, but Rashford after it again. Adrenaline coursing through him. And again. Bissouma. It's getting a bit late in the day for Tottenham. Here's Tell.
O médio Madison, também Odobert, o extremo francês, Timo Werner, o avançado alemão, o ponta de lança Solanke, o extremo ganês Brennan Johnson, estão todos lesionados na equipa do Tottenham, que na última quinta-feira perdeu. Richarlison, ponta de lança brasileiro, também se lesionou frente ao Liverpool no jogo da Taça da Liga. De facto, uma equipa dizimada por lesões, a equipa do
Spence. Son. Shuttled by John McGinn.
Had that great opportunity in the first half, Son, but he's really crowded out the game, had very little influence. He's actually drifted out to the left-hand side now with maybe Tell playing through the middle, Kulusevski on the right.
Could be a cruel game. There aren't many head coaches who haven't heard that at some point. Tell. bewildered expression on the face of Lamar Bogard, but it does. Pulling to the edge, and stabbed goalwards by Porro. And Martinez able to pluck it out of the night air and help Villa towards that finishing line.
Essentially free kick. Normally you flash these in, you whip them in on top of the goalkeeper. And once again Martinez reads this. It's a flying save, but it's a save really for the cameras. There's not enough pace on it to beat him. Brilliant flying dive and no way past him today.
And there I resisted page 23 of the big book of cliches, but you went. And Martinez able to pluck it out of the night air and help Villa towards that finishing line.
Essentially free kick. Normally you flash these in, you whip them in on top of the goalkeeper. And once again Martinez reads this. It's a flying save, but it's a save really for the cameras. There's not enough pace on it to beat him. Brilliant flying dive and no way past him today.
And there I resisted page 23 of the big book of cliches, but you went ploughing in.
They're cliches for a reason.
Because they're true. This is Ramsey. Termination there by Sarr. Kulusevski. And suddenly space opens up.
Brilliant flying dive and no way past him today.
And there I resisted page 23 of the big book of cliches, but you went ploughing in.
They're cliches for a reason.
Because they're true. This is Ramsey. Termination there by Sarr. Kulusevski. And suddenly space opens up. Bergvall. Oh, the combined forces of Tielemans and Camera ended that attack. And Villa Bergvall. Oh, the combined forces of Tielemans and Camera ended. Because they're true. This is Ramsey.
Goals, making goals, hard worker off the ball as well, real team player. Such consistency we've seen from him this season.
Despite the influx of illustrious names, he is a player that's going to take some shifting.
First name on the team sheet, absolutely outstanding today. It's been game after game.
Oh, overweighted, and the opportunity, such as it was, has gone.
First choice in that position, just whip the ball in, you've got teammates in the box. If you're going to play that pass down the side of the defence, you have to get it right, and he just massively overhits it. It's a good opportunity gone.
What an outstanding performance we've seen from Morgan Rogers. That's a point we're at risk of labouring, but he's proving with every passing day how vital he is to Unai Emery and the fortunes of Aston Villa.
Scoring goals, making goals, hard worker off the ball as well, real team player. Such consistency we've seen from him this season.
Despite the influx of illustrious names, he is a player that's going to take some shifting.
First name on the team sheet, absolutely outstanding today. It's been game after game.
Tell battling, and battling well. Tottenham need a break, and quickly. That described Spence's foray down that left-hand side. All for nothing. This is Danso. Challenge of desire from Asensio, as well as the inspiration, the industry. And here's Rashford, streaking forward, hoping to finish it. But there he is denied by Archie Gray. At some cost to both.
Tottenham's problem start with Jet Spencer, made that wonderful overlapping run. Son went infield, tried the shot, they lost the ball, and then Rashford is in the space that Spencer had left, but he just overruns it. Archie Gray does well, he just bides his time, sees the heavy touch, steps in and then gets clattered. But you understand Tottenham now, they're just sending so many players forward, so many bodies forward, looking for a Key third goal in the game, but that leaves them open to the counter-attack, short in defensive numbers.
Bissouma. They're exactly where they want to be. We're about to head into a minimum of 5 added minutes at the end of the game, which, to all intents and purposes, is in Villa's pocket.
Tottenham have had their chances, they have given it a go. Looks like they're going to be beaten by the better team.
Bergvall. Pedro Porro. Simon Hooper. Displaying news that get a rapturous reception. Kulusevski. Stepped in by Tell. Well, don't write them off just yet. A first goal in Tottenham colours for Matthijs Tell, and Tottenham are alive again.
It's a brilliant touch from Tell, but this is why you want Kulusevski not playing in a central area, out on this right-hand side. So you can get on the ball, drop the shoulder, get onto his left foot and deliver such quality into the box. The angle, the weight of this cross is sublime. In behind the Villa defence, Martinez can't come and deal with it. Tell has timed his run to perfection, and it is a lifeline for Tottenham. Beautifully weighted cross, and Tell going at it with his wrong foot, really. Normally you go with the instep with the left foot, goes to the outside of the right, but he's clinical. Game on.
Well, it took some persuading to get him to come to Tottenham, but aren't they grateful at this precise moment? Defiant cries from the Tottenham supporters and renewed belief. Could they save this one? Bissouma hopes to get there first and does, but there's Tielemans. Composure from him. We'll begin up a bit of a blind alley. Bergvall. Pedro Porro. He's got Kulusevski on hand. That one's destined for the gloves of Martinez.
Just overdoes it with that delivery, but with the goal, the ball in was an absolute beauty. From a defensive point of view, the defenders, they're just not looking to where the ball's going to end up, where Tell is. They've got to be tight with him, shoulder to shoulder. They're not. To Tottenham benefit. Is it all too late for them?
Lange Postecoglou's team not going quietly into the night. The light may be near, but they could change that viewpoint from this free kick conceded by Rodgers. A marauding Spence, the victim.
Rodgers needs to make any tackle here. He doesn't. There's the slightest touch. Spence throws himself to the ground, but there is contact. But again, you don't need to try and win the ball in that position. Look at where you are. Look at what happens if you give the free kick away. You pile pressure on your team defensively. You didn't need to try and pinch that ball.
Anxiety etched on Emery's face. Wherever they come from, the Spurs supporters hopeful, but Martinez grateful to be able to grab it under no pressure whatsoever.
It's a real surprise, though. A quality player late in the game. Deliver that ball, get your teammates attacking it, so just clip it into the goalkeeper's hands. It's really poor.
Potential here with Ramsey, but his destination may be corner flag. Not to be, actually. But Villa do have a free kick. Challenged by Sarr.
Well, Villa doing the right thing. It's game management. Just Keep Tottenham running, keep the ball, draw fouls, run the clock down. Matson. Plenty of alerts from the Villa Park throng. Did Cameron McGinn, and now Asensio, and a player of his experience, who does take it inside. Rashford, Asensio, are they going to finish it in style? It escaped the clutches of Rodgers. Here's Tielemans, and Bergvall able to pick it up. Well, if Tottenham break and score, they'll be held to pay, but time is up, and Villa have made it through. A game embroidered with moments of magic, particularly from his two substitutes. Jacob Ramsey giving them the perfect start, albeit thanks to a goalkeeping. But for all the good things, they ended the game riddled with nerves after Matisse Tell pounced to get his first goal for Tottenham. Ange Postecoglou's team went down today, but they certainly went down fighting. The final score at Villa Park, a cup tie that delivered everything it promised. It finishes Aston Villa 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Quite the cup tie in the second city, as it promised to be from the outset, and right at the very start Villa got exactly what they wanted, although for Antonin Kinski it was a moment to forget. Rodgers creating the opportunity for Jacob Ramsey, and Villa in front after just 58 seconds. Well, there's a picture of the game. Morgan Rodgers in that number 10 pocket of space, getting on the ball, getting turned, getting Villa moving forward. Pedro Porro's high up the pitch, there's space to be exploited, and Ramsey does just that. Trust that Rodgers has seen him. He's going to play a well-weighted pass, which he does. He's onside, Danso plays him on. He does the right thing, just puts his laces through the ball, keeps it on target. It's just a complete misjudgment by Kinski. Should he catch, should he parry? Just gets his timing all wrong. Dream start for Villa.
And very much in the ascendancy in the first half hour, and they would doubtless have felt that they should have extended their lead. But Tottenham, nowhere during that period, suddenly had a glorious opportunity, which Son did not take.
There's a high defensive line that Villa play with. They're getting behind. Moore does the right thing with the square pass. I think Son, playing against any normal goalkeeper, he just stroked this in. Martinez is a giant, and he moves across his goal, anticipates where the ball is going to end up quite brilliantly. It was a key save in the game.
But after that early blemish to his reputation, Antonin Kinski, he certainly responded in the grand manner with several key saves, including this one from Jacob Ramsey.
And the timing again, he got his positioning right. He stood up big, stood up tall, made it difficult for Ramsey in particular to get the ball past him. That's all you can do, is react after you've made a mistake. And he did really well, the Tottenham keeper.
Well, the star on the night, surely.